So Shannon and I met when, on one of her moves, she decided to move from Washington State up into Canada to launch
Right,
her company into Canada and be a part of that
right,
whole excitement. And we happened to be in a networking group together. And she
right.
sat down, came in as a new person, and I'm like, come on over here and sit with me. And so we got to chit chatting, and I realized that she was having this extraordinary experience because she was already well into her business when I first met her and doing really well. And so we became fast friends and we shared lots of great successes and frustrations together. And I've watched Shannon blossom and grow as her business has blossomed and grown over time, which has been really fun. Shannon, one of the questions that I love to ask people all the time has a lot to do with the fact that, well, you're a woman, and network marketing tends to attract a lot of women who, like you, are like, I need to do something different. I need to try something else. I need to figure out a way to do this life better. I have these dreams and goals I want to achieve, but what I'm doing right now is never going to get me there. So lots of women sign up to be a part of network marketing. But when you look at the leadership across multiple companies, it tends to be men at the top leadership positions. Now, again, results being what they are, and your results are the result of your hard work and effort put in. You're at the top of your company and in a leadership role. And I would like you to share with me what it is that you did that got you there and how you stayed in the game long enough to start achieving those goals you set for yourself.
I think you make such a good point, and it's really sad that there are more men and less women that are successful in this industry, in this business. And I think I'm lucky. My company in particular, it's built by women dermatologists. It's a woman, female CEO. They really empower women to do great things. So I think I was lucky to have sort of that leadership. But I also really, I think too many women these days get inundated with life, and they
Right,
forget about themselves. They forget about who they
right,
are. They forget about their potential. They forget about their dreams. They also forget how to dream. They're doing all the things. They're taking care of kids and families and jobs and responsibilities and houses and carpool and cleaning and all the things that over time and over age you just forget. And I think about it often that when we're kids and we're growing up, we're 3, 4, 5 years old. Oh, do you want to be a princess when you grow up? Yes, I'm going to be a princess. And like, you can fully believe that. Or, oh, the floor is lava. Like, you can legit believe that the floor is lava. Yet somehow over time, like, we forget to believe in ourselves and we forget to dream big. And so I think for me, honestly, I kind of understood that. And I realized, like, if there was one person who had done this and done it successfully, I could too. Now, I had to learn to train my brain to actually think that way. And I think that was probably I don't want to say the separator, but what really helped me to succeed and continue to succeed year after year was that I had to work on myself. I had to work on my belief. I had to work on my confidence and believing that it was possible. And so what I did when I first started is I started working on my brain and, my ability to believe in myself and my ability to set goals. And I also wrote out 10 confidently forward, as if they had already happened, statements of where I wanted my life to go and things that I knew or I thought I needed to believe in about myself to get there. And then I would read them, and
mm,
they were really hard to read, like, every day, but I would sometimes read them in my brain. Sometimes I'd whisper them. Sometimes I would say them out loud, or sometimes I would cheer them. But like, I had to really get my brain and my mouth believing the same thing to really
mm,
propel the potential that I had. And I think the cool part about that is that anybody can do that. Our thoughts and our brains, they're
mhm,
so directly connected, and they're connected whether we're saying good things about ourselves or bad things about ourselves.
mhm,
And so if we can just flip
mhm,
that, that was honestly what I did in this business. And I did this in life. And Michelle knows a little bit of my story with my arm, but I broke my right arm over 5 years ago, and in Vancouver, slipped on ice. And when you all of a sudden go from being able to do things normally to being basically incapacitated without an arm for a long time, almost still to this day, the doctor said my my only option for pain relief 5 years later is amputation or taking the date rape drug, neither of which I want to do. But I, at that point, realized that I had a choice. This was my reality. This was my situation. And I could look at it negatively and mope about it, or I could learn to flip the scenario and really look for the positive. And that, it like doubled up my ability to train my brain on how to look at things differently. And that's what I focus on every day.